to announce their second list soon. Big wigs to skip the 2024 battle. Sources say former Chief Ministers Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath and Sachin Pilot not keen on contesting polls. Big political meltdown over CAA rollout. Mamata Banerjee calls CAA divisive. Opposition CM says they won't enforce CAA in their states. India booms at the Bharat Shakti exercise in Pokhran. Prime Minister Modi watches live war drills at India's nuclear site. A big Atmanirbhar defence boost for India. Unfortunate news of the first ever Tejas crash. IAF's light combat aircraft crashes near Jaisalmer during operational trainee sortie. Pilot ejects out safely. Court of inquiry ordered. And cricketer Rishabh Pant to make a comeback in the IPL a year after life-threatening car crash to play first Delhi-Punjab clash. And any time now, the Congress is going to be holding a briefing and coming out with their second list of candidates for the upcoming elections. And here's what we're picking up, that there are several big wigs who are not going to be finding their names featured in this particular list that comes out, particularly in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Now, there was a lot of buzz that, like the BJP, the Congress too could go ahead and field some of their biggest faces in a Lok Sabha election. But what we're hearing is that Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath aren't going to feature in this list. The former chief ministers will not be a part of this list because reportedly they've expressed to the High Command that they don't want to fight in this election. Sachin Pilot also may not contest in the general election. So that does come as a setback for the Congress because these are your biggest faces, none of whom will be a part of this list. Moshmi is joining us with more details on this. Anytime now, Moshmi, we're expecting an announcement from the Congress High Command. There are a lot of questions really on why some of the biggest faces will not be a part of the general election fight. Is it because the likes of Ashok Gehlot and Kamal Nath said and conveyed to the High Command that they don't want to fight, or was it a decision taken by the Congress leadership?
Akshita, it's unlikely that a decision that the bigwigs shouldn't fight is a decision that the leadership would like to take. But the broader perspective could be that these leaders could help fight in multiple Lok Sabha constituencies. But importantly, the second list would underline whether the Congress is going full throttle as far as, putting up its big faces are concerned. Because remember, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Gujarat, these are the states, and Uttarakhand, these are the states that have been discussed as far as the second Congress Central Election Committee meeting is concerned. And 4 chief ministers, former chief ministers, 1 deputy chief minister, their names have not featured in the discussion, and that means that Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath, Digvijay Singh, Harish Rawat, all these 4 former chief ministers don't seem to be keen on contesting the Lok Sabha polls. Remember, in 2019, Rahul Gandhi's diktat was that all the political bigwigs should challenge the ideology of the BJP, challenge Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and therefore it was a matter of great contention that any leader who said that they didn't want to fight was taken against the diktat of the party high command. But this time round, that diktat seems to be missing, and even after the first list had the face of name of Bhupesh Baghel, a former chief minister from Chhattisgarh, the second list could be found wanting on those big names. Perhaps 2 sons, Vaibhav Gehlot from Jalore and Nakul Nath being repeated from Chhindwara is what we could see in that list.
Going to keep coming across to you for those updates in just a few moments from me. Yeah, Moshmi, go ahead.
Akshita, it's just about to start. It's just about to start, and my cameraman will just turn a 360 degrees, Deepak, and you can see KC Venugopal and Ajay Makan seated with Pawan Khera right there, and the second list is going to be released.
Recording, Dalo.
Press conference about to begin, so we'll just stay on these images live. You can see there seated right in the centre is KC Venugopal, flanked by Ajay Markan and Pawan Khera. The announcement expected any time now on the second candidate list. Let's cut across live.
गोपाल जी और अजय माकन जी ने हमारी लोकसभा उम्मीदवारों की पहली सूची जारी की थी। उसी सिलसिले में आज उस सिलसिले को आगे बढ़ाते हुए श्री वेणुगोपाल जी और श्री अजय माकन जी आपके सामने हैं दूसरी सूची जारी करने की। वेणुगोपाल जी।
Good evening to everybody. So far we have already announced our first list of candidates. Today we are going to announce the second list of candidates. Yesterday CEC met and cleared the list of around 43 names in respect of Assam, state like Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, from these 4 states, we are releasing 43 lists today, 43 names today. Basically, we know that actually the Congress is fighting this election for poor. Basically, this election of 2024 is poor versus rich. So far, we announced the guarantees. From the guarantee itself is very clear that we are trying to address the issue of farmers. We are very much concerned about the issue of youth in this country, unemployment issue. We are very much concerned about the social justice of this country. Today, I think Honorable Congress President and Rahul Gandhi ji have announced Adivasi Sankalp. This fight is very clear. As far as Congress party is concerned, this fight is very clear. On one side, entire rich people and their interest is standing by BJP. On the other side, Congress is fighting for the poor people. This, the same way we fought election in Karnataka, same way we fought election in Telangana, we already clearly demonstrated our vision in the both of the states. We have delivered in Karnataka whatever we promised to the people of Karnataka. We have delivered in Telangana whatever we promised the people of Telangana. Now we are giving a promise to people of India that when we are going to come back in power, we will do very proactive steps and actions in favor of poor people of this country. The other side only, they are only talking about the divisive agendas. They want to divert the entire attention of the common man through these agendas. That is what we are witnessing every day, day by day, one after one announcement is coming to divide the people, spread the violence among the people, spread the hatred among the people. So our agenda is very clear. Our agenda is people's agenda. Our agenda is poor people agenda. So that's why we are sticking on these guarantees. Our candidate selection also certainly reflecting on these agendas. So far, we are going to that path. With these words, now I am going to announce the candidates which have been cleared by the Central Election Committee of the Congress Party. Assam, Kokrajhar ST, Garjan Mashari. Assam, Dubri, Rakibil Hussain. Assam, Barpeta, D. Bayan. Assam, Darang Udalguri, Madhav Rajbanshi. Assam, Guwahati, Srimati Meera Bartukar Goswami. Assam, Dibu, Joyram Engling. Assam, Karimganj, Hafiz Rashid Ahmad Chowdhury. Assam, Silchar, Surjaya Kant Sarkar. Assam, Nagaland, Pratyut Bardoli. Assam Kazaringa, Srimadi Rosalina Turki. Assam Sonitpur, Premlal Ganchu. Assam Jorhat, Gaurav Gogoi. Then Gujarat Kutch, Nishibai Lalan. Gujarat Benskantha, Mrs. Jenny Ben Thakur. Gujarat Ahmedabad East, Rohan Gupta. Gujarat Ahmedabad West, Bharat Makwana. Gujarat Porbandar, Lalitbai Vaswai. Gujarat Bardoli East, Siddhar Chaudhary. Gujarat Valsad, Anandbai Patel. Madhya Pradesh, Bint, Phul Singh Bararia. Tikamgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Pankaj Agarwal. Madhya Pradesh Satna, Siddhar Kushwaha. Madhya Pradesh Siddhi, Kamaleshwar Patel. Madhya Pradesh Mandla ST, Omkar Singh Markham. Madhya Pradesh Chindwara, Nagul Nath. Madhya Pradesh Devas, Rajendra Malavya. Madhya Pradesh Dar, Radheshyam Mawal. Madhya Pradesh Khargone, Porlal Khate. Madhya Pradesh Bethur, Ramu Thekam. Then Rajasthan, Bikaner, Govindram Meghwal. Rajasthan Churu, Rahul Kaswal. Rajasthan Junchunu, Brijendra Ola. Rajasthan Alwar, Lalit Yadav. Rajasthan Bharatpur, Mrs. Sanjana Jadhav. Rajasthan Tong Savai Madhapur, Arshchandra Meena. Jodhpur, Rajasthan, Karan Singh Uchiada. Rajasthan, Jalore, Vaibhav Gahlot. Rajasthan Udaipur, Tarachand Meena. Rajasthan Chittorgarh, Udayalal Anchana. Uttarakhand, Tehri Garwal. Jot Singh Gunsola. Uttarakhand Garwal, Ganesh Gondial. Uttarakhand Almora, Pradeep Tamta. Daman and Diu, Kedan Dahiabai Patel. In this list, there are general candidates. Out of these 43 is 10. OBC is 13. Scheduled caste already 10. Scheduled tribe 9. Muslim 1. That is out of 43, 33 belongs to SC, ST, OBC and minority. Age below 50 is 25. Age between 51 and 60 is 8. Between 61 and 72, 10. This is the breakup of the age. I think this is the second list also clearly reflecting our idea. That is 76.7% is SC, ST, OBC and minority. 76.7% is again below 60 years. Therefore, young and social justice ensured list we are presenting today. Okay, thank you.
Sir. Let him read in Hindi first.
बहुत ही संक्षिप्त में वेणुगोपाल जी ने कहा है जो उसको दोहराना चाहूंगा। हम लोगों ने आज 43 कैंडिडेट्स की घोषणा करी है, जिसमें असम से 12, गुजरात से 7, मध्य प्रदेश से 10, राजस्थान से 10, उत्तराखंड से 3 और दमन एंड दीव से 1 कैंडिडेट की घोषणा करी है। तो कुल 43 कैंडिडेट्स हैं। इसकी मुख्य विशेषता ये है कि इसके अंदर 76.7%, 76.7% SC, ST और OBC इसके अंदर लिस्ट में है। और युवाओं की अगर बात करें, कम उम्र के लोगों की अगर बात करें, तो इतने ही 76.7% यानी 43 में से 33 लोग 60 वर्ष से कम हैं। तो ये इस लिस्ट की विशेषता है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि ये अच्छे कैंडिडेट्स हैं जिनको जनता चुन करके भेजेगी कि कांग्रेस के द्वारा दी जा रही गारंटीज को, संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए ये सभी लोग लोकसभा में जाकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी के सोच को, कांग्रेस पार्टी की विचारधारा को मजबूत करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
Will you take questions?
What is happening to that? Is that still on or is the deliberation still on?
Alliance, take.
All right, so the second list is out from the Congress. 43 names mentioned there, but the big takeaways are from Assam. You've got Gaurav Gogoi from Jorhat. He's been campaigning hard to get that seat. He's received it from the High Command. Nakul Nath from Chhindwara. You've got, in fact, several others also. You've got Vaibhav Gehlot from Jalore. But the big takeaway is also what we reported here earlier on India Today. The likes of Kamal Nath, Ashok Gehlot, Sachin Pilot, none of them featuring in this list after they communicated to the High Command that they're not willing to fight this upcoming election. There are turncoats like Rahul Kaswan, who only recently joined the Congress, who've also been given a ticket. He's fighting from Churu. He's a sitting MP there. So you've got, in fact, several big takeaways. The big names, as far as Ashok Gehlot, Kamal Nath are concerned, they're not in the fray. But their sons most definitely are. Nakul Nath very much getting a ticket from Chhindwara. It's a stronghold of the family, so that was expected. Vaibhav Gehlot also getting a ticket from Jalore. Sachin Pilot not being named in the list. This because he reportedly conveyed to the High Command that he doesn't want to fight in this election. Gaurav Gogoi has been chosen from the Jorhat seat as he had wanted. He was campaigning hard to get this particular seat and he's got it from his father's turf. He's been given Jorhat to take the legacy forward, essentially. These are the big names that are emerging from the second list of 43 names that the Congress has put out. Now, what really will this mean? You've got essentially several states that have been covered by the Congress. They've covered Assam, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, as well as Daman Diu. And while you don't have any of the veterans per se in the poll battle, there's no doubt that all of their sons, some of them who are already accomplished politicians who've proven their mettle, who've proven their worth in these seats, have been given a ticket yet again. Vaibhav Gehlot has been given a ticket from Jalore. You have Nakul Nath from Chhindwara. That really wasn't a big surprise. Gaurav Gogoi, who's been campaigning for Jorhat, has been given that particular ticket. So India Today, of course, had reported for you that Kamal Nath, Sachin Pilot, none of them are going to be in the fray. Ashok Gehlot as well. And that's very, very clear. That's been confirmed also in this Congress presser, where you've got several of their family members, but none of the veterans really fighting in this election. Moshmi is joining us with more details on this. Moshmi, the information that you were giving us earlier has turned out, has proved to be correct yet again. You've not got Kamal Nath, Sachin Pilot, Ashok Gehlot, none of them, but Vaibhav Gehlot is very much there in the list. Nakul Nath very much there in the list. Gaurav Gogoi also finds a mention. No surprises per se.
Absolutely, Akshita. We had reported this yesterday that many big names will be giving the Lok Sabha contest a miss. And there you are, you know, the Congress focusing on the fact that the SC, ST, minority and OBC combination is more than 74%. And that is our key promise of social justice. Also about, you know, giving the youth a chance, the women a chance, which is also a key focus in these list of candidates, of 43 candidates. Clearly, you know, there are some names, some constituencies that have been withheld. Like I told you, that Harish Rawat was not keen on contesting from Haridwar. That seat, the name has not been, the candidate has not been finalized despite discussion. Jodhpur, which is the home turf of Ashok Gehlot, we don't have a candidate yet from Jodhpur. Importantly, in Madhya Pradesh, if you see, the Rajgarh is the area where Digvijay Singh bears a lot of clout. And if you look at the entire list, it talks about various candidates who are with the party, winnability and loyalty as the key focus. But the question really is that why are the big faces not contesting the elections? Is it a lack of confidence? Is it a party strategy to, in fact, you know, tell them to focus on more constituencies? Sachin Pilot, as for one, I I know. Sources told me that he's taken this onus on him, that he'll take care of 4 constituencies in his area in Rajasthan. He has promised that he'll be campaigning for them, and also
so he's willing to campaign. He's saying that I will ensure a win of 4 seats, but why isn't he in the poll fray himself? That will be a question that's obviously asked. Imagine that you had this kind of a candidate list and then you threw in veterans' names as well. That's a message that the Congress is willing to take the fight to the BJP. The Bharatiya Janata Party has always adopted the strategy of throwing their veterans into the poll battle, into the upcoming elections, whether it's General Assembly, and then shift them over. As far as the Congress is concerned, it looks like the veterans have put their foot down and say we're not willing to contest this particular election, which is why their names are not really in the second list. Thanks very much, Moshmi, for joining us with all of those updates from Ground Zero. We'll continue getting you all the reactions on the second list from the Congress that's out. 43 names that have been put out right now by the Congress. I'm slipping into a very, very short break. On the other side, we're going to be talking about the BJP's candidate list as well. They had their poll huddle yesterday. We're going to be getting you all the details of what to expect from the BJP's list, largely focusing on the state of Karnataka.
NDA and the India bloc are locked and loaded with alliance announcements. In Andhra, the BJP has joined hands with the TDP and actor-turned-politician Pawan Kalyan's Janasena. Reports say Janasena and the BJP will fight on 6 to 8 Lok Sabha seats out of 25, and the TDP is likely to get the rest of the seats. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy slammed the alliance and mocked Chandrababu Naidu. Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy questioned BJP's 400 par claim and questioned the need for alliances.
ఇవాళ మోడీ 400 సీట్లు వస్తాయి అంటుండు. 400 సీట్లు వస్తే పొత్తు పెట్టుకోనికి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు ఎందుకు, ఒరిస్సాలో నవీన్ పట్నాయక్ ఎందుకయ్యా నీకు? ఎన్డీఏ మొత్తం అతుకుల బొంత కాదా? ఇవాళ నిజంగానే నరేంద్ర మోడీ భారతీయ జనతా పార్టీ 400 సీట్లు గెలిచేటట్టుంటే ఈ అతుకుల బొంత ఎందుకు కడుతుండు, ఇంతమందిని ఎందుకు అడుపుతుండో ఒక్కసారి ఆలోచన చేయండి.
In neighbouring Tamil Nadu, the DMK and the Congress have finalized seat-sharing deal. With Congress fighting on 9 Lok Sabha seats in Tamil Nadu and a lone seat in Puducherry, Stalin's DMK will contest 21 Lok Sabha seats. Ally Kamal Hassan's Makkal Nidhi Mayam have been given 1 Rajya Sabha seat in 2025. With NDA versus India bloc heating up in the southern part, the stage is set for a fierce political battle. Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. We just played out for you the list, the candidate list released by the Congress, the second candidate list. What about the BJP? They held their huddle just last evening, and in the second list, the focus largely is on the state of Karnataka. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai will be contesting the upcoming elections, reportedly from the Haveri Gadag constituency. The BJP Central Election Committee held its second meet to decide on the party's candidates for the Lok Sabha elections, and the biggest talking point is Karnataka, because there are a number of names who are going to be dropped. Several sitting MPs reportedly will be axed from the BJP list. Anand Kumar Hegde, GM Siddeshwara, you've got Pratap Simha, who's the Mysuru MP, Nalin Kumar Katil, among others. Remember, Anand Kumar Hegde being dropped is a big headline because he was also issued a show cause notice by the BJP over a recent comment that he made about changing the constitution, and the BJP made it clear that they have no tolerance for such comments. Now, suspense also looms over tickets to certain BJP bigwigs like Menaka Gandhi, Varun Gandhi, VK Singh, Hansraj Hans. Nitin Gadkari in all likelihood will get a ticket from Maharashtra, but there's still a question mark on when that announcement will be made. So focusing on Karnataka, two names, as I mentioned, Pratap Simha, Nalin Kumar Katil and Anand Kumar Hegde, three names that in all likelihood will be axed this time. Let's get you some of their reactions on what they had to say about all of these reports doing the rounds.
ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಯುವರಾಜ ಅಥವಾ ಮಹಾರಾಜ ಯದುವೀರವರಿಗೆ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ನಿಜವೇ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಪಕ್ಷದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತನಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅರಮನೆಯ ಹವಾನಿಯಂತ್ರಿತ ಕೊಠಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜನಾಗಿ ಇರುವ ಬದಲು ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ 1947ರಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ರಾಜ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬದುಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಲೇಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ನಾಯಕರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಹಜ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮದು ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆಗಳೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ನಿಂತ ನೀರಾಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಹೊಸೊಬ್ಬರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಚಲಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ನಾಯಕರ ಯೋಚನೆಗೆ ಬದ್ಧರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರು, ಗುಡಿಸೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗುಡಿಸೋರು, ಒಡಿಸೋರು, ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರೋರು ನಾವು.
So there are about 8 MPs in Karnataka who could be dropped by the BJP, and let's just pull out some of the highlights of some of the big names essentially from Karnataka who are not going to be getting a ticket this time around. What we're hearing is Anand Kumar Hegde, who's represented Uttara Kannada. He won't be getting a ticket. Why? Because of his controversial comments on the constitution, which the BJP has reprimanded him publicly over, even issuing him a show cause notice. Then you have Nalin Kumar Katil, who is the member of parliament Dakshina Kannada. He is someone who was also the BJP chief in Karnataka, and that's why he could be axed because of his non-performance and the poll loss that the BJP suffered under his leadership. Pratap Simha from Mysuru, while there's a big social media campaign to continue him as the member of parliament, to give him a ticket, the reality is that he may be dropped because the party may actually field a Mysuru Royal in the district. So we'll see whether that actually happens. I want to bring in Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who's joining us live from Bengaluru with more on this. Nagarjun, several names doing the rounds, and many of these are big party faces. Some of the faces of Karnataka BJP, veterans who are all set to be ditched by the party this time.
Well, that is to the big names like you mentioned, Akshita. Anand Kumar Hegde, who's been a former MOS as well in Skill Development Ministry, and Pratap Simha, who's been a two-time MP, and Mr. Nalin Kumar Katil, who worked as the state BJP chief. The reasons being separate as well for anti-constitution remarks and making the party uncomfortable and putting the party in an embarrassing situation. Anand Kumar Hegde is being dropped, while Katil is that his leadership is lacking. When he was 4-year BJP president, and he was not good with the Karyakartas, and he also had a terrible loss in the assembly election under his leadership. That's the reason. But Pratap Simha is the biggest surprise, except for the negative publicity or the negative campaign that happened during the past issue of the parliament attack. Apart from that, Pratap Simha has not been in controversy over the last 10 years. But the state unit, as we are told by our sources, doesn't want Pratap Simha to continue, and they want to field a royal monarch or the king of Mysore, Mr. Yaduveer, in that seat.
All right, Nagarjun, thanks very much for joining us with those details. Expected really that there will be an announcement by the BJP either later tonight or tomorrow on exactly what the second candidate list of the BJP looks like. And like I said, there'll be a lot of focus on Karnataka. Meanwhile, the BJP continues, alliance shopping continues to ensure that the NDA fold is growing. In Andhra Pradesh, official now that it's the juggernaut versus the Mahagathbandhan of BJP, TDP and Janasena. They finalized their seat sharing factor on Monday. 17 seats for the TDP. You've got 6 for the BJP and 2 for Janasena in the upcoming general elections.
48 hours after the TDP and Janasena announced that they were joining the NDA, a seat sharing formula for Andhra Pradesh has now been finalized. The announcement was made after a late-night meeting at Chandrababu Naidu's residence, Undavali in Hyderabad. The BJP will fight 6 Lok Sabha seats in the upcoming election in Andhra. The TDP will contest 17 and Pawan Kalyan's Janasena 2. In the assembly election, the BJP will fight on 10 seats, the TDP on 144 and Janasena will contest on 21. Will the NDA be able to stop the juggernaut in Andhra Pradesh? Chandrababu Naidu declared that the alliance will pave the way for a brighter future.
Of course, this alliance has been there earlier as well, but now we are kind of striking the umbilical cord again. And already the seats discussion has been happening, and once there is a definite resolve on which seats does BJP get or which seats do the other two parties get, I think we'll start a campaigning together, and we are sure that we will be able to form the government.
While there's been no reaction from YSRCP Chief and Andhra Chief Minister Jagan Reddy on the realignment, his sister and Congress leader YS Sharmila hit out at Chandrababu Naidu.
While Mr. Chandrababu Naidu had aligned himself with the BJP party in for the 2014 election, he cursed the BJP party in 2019 and came out of the alliance. While in 2014 he said he is allying with the BJP party for the special status of Andhra Pradesh. After he became the Chief Minister, he changed his words and said there is nothing in the special status. He is going again back to the same BJP party that he cursed in 2019.
The Andhra alliance is the latest in a series of tie-ups that the BJP is forging to accomplish its 400 par target. In Odisha, talks with the BJD are said to be in their final stages. Talks are also on with the Akali Dal in Punjab. And in Tamil Nadu, TTV Dinakaran's AMMK has offered unconditional support to the BJP. In the war of alliances, the NDA has a clear lead for now, even as the India alliance continues to be fraught with differences. With Abdul Bashir in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
We're cutting across to breaking news coming in. The State Bank of India has submitted the electoral donor details to the Election Commission. So all details have now been submitted to the Election Commission. The EC is expected to go ahead and publish the data by Friday. It looks like the SBI has gone ahead and met with the deadline, because remember the Supreme Court said that by 5 p.m. this evening they are to hand over all the details, the data that they have in 2 separate lists to the Election Commission. Nalini Sharma is joining us with more details on this. Nalini, the SBI adhering to the deadline, considering that the Supreme Court made it very clear that if they didn't, it would attract contempt proceedings this time.
Yes, Akshita, in fact, very clearly it was told to the State Bank of India that all data needs to be submitted by the end of the business working day today. And right now, our colleague Sanjay Sharma has confirmed from Election Commission sources that the ECI has received all of the data pertaining to the electoral bonds from the State Bank of India. But there are a few important riders that we must clarify. What the sources within the Election Commission are telling us is that the entire data has been provided in completely raw format to the Election Commission of India, and that it might be a challenge even for the Election Commission to go ahead and comply with the Supreme Court orders and publish the entire information on its website by the 15th of March. 15th of March was the deadline that was given to the Election Commission to ensure that all of the data that is being supplied by the SBI is published on the ECI website. But what sources, very important, Akshita, we are telling, what the sources are telling us that it might be a challenge because the data is in raw format. So it remains to be seen as to whether or not the ECI can comply with the Supreme Court verdict that was passed yesterday and publish the data by the 15th of March or not.
So completely raw, which means that it's not segregated the way the Supreme Court wanted it to be, but the Election Commission has a deadline to meet of Friday 5 p.m. Will they move the Supreme Court seeking more time in lieu of how they've been given the data? We'll see what really happens. Thanks very much, Nalini, for joining us with all of those details. And with that news break, I'm slipping into a very short break here on 6 p.m. Prime. On the other side, we'll get you highlights of the Prime Minister attending and witnessing the Bharat Shakti exercise in Pokhran.
As you can see, the opposition is questioning this entire issue on timing. They say that an act which was passed by both houses of parliament in December 2019, for 4 years the government sits on it and then suddenly, few days before general elections are announced, notifies it. That this is being done purely with an eye on the election. It's a gimmick. It's not about actually empowering citizens, empowering illegal immigrants or refugees.
Rajdeep, when they talk about December 2019, they make their claim itself ridiculous when they try to connect it with the elections. Was December 2019 was run up to the election? No, sir. It was finally notified in January 2020, just 6 months after the election. And subsequently, 2 years have gone in COVID. And then the certain legal questions and other thing has to be settled down and the certain preparation has to be made. Now it is being done. And to my surprise, sir, it is the resolution of the various political parties. It was a resolution of Tarun Gogoi government in July 2014 urging the Modi government that they should provide citizenship to the, Hindu and Buddhist. And in 2015, Assam Congress Committee passed a resolution in favor that the minorities, and they mentioned the word Hindu, Sikh and Buddhist. I am unable to understand, sir. On 18th of December 2003, Dr. Manmohan Singh, as leader of the opposition, states on the floor of the House, referring to then Home Minister Shri L.K. Advani, that the Sikh and Hindus should be given the citizenship. And not only this, I would like to quote, in 2003, there was a committee set up for the Citizenship Amendment Act. You know who was the head of the committee? Shri Pranab Mukherjee. You know who was the member? Lalu Prasad Yadav, Kapil Sibbal, Janeshwar Mishra. And they have a given recommendation that the minorities of Pakistan and Bangladesh should be given citizenship. And on point number 9 of that committee, they have clearly mentioned and duly signed by all those that the majority community of these countries should not be given. So the problem is, today there is a crisis of credibility about the political leaders. And these leaders create this situation कि अब लोगों के दिमाग में आता है कि नेता कहते कुछ है और करते कुछ है.
Not makes that, right? I have to say you have so many fans in India, not just India but across the world, right? Sending you lots of love first of all from fans in India. Have you watched any films? Any plans to visit? Anything that you would like to tell them?
I mean, I have never been to India before, but I hopefully cannot wait to come in the future to meet my Indian fans and to spend time with you all. I'm very grateful that you support me despite being so far away from me. It means the world to me, and hopefully one day I get to come and hug you all.
Also, for anybody who's watching this, and if she's a damsel in distress, because you're not a damsel, I mean, the film says damsel, but she's anything but a damsel in distress. What's the message you would like to give young girls who sort of idolize you? They sometimes feel like a damsel in distress and you need a Prince Charming. But you don't need a Prince Charming. You could just be your own hero, right?
I think that is definitely the messaging behind the movie. But I think for just young girls, find your inner dragon, do it with grace and kindness and love. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and fight for what you believe in.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
You are watching India Today.
Welcome back. With the CAA becoming a reality now, let's get you a sense of how refugees and migrants are celebrating. This particular report comes from Bengal, where Hindu migrants are celebrating the notification of CAA amid tears of joy. Some of these migrants also recounted to us the horrors they faced in Bangladesh.
आज से कल से इस देश में आया हुआ हर एक शरणार्थी मेरे और आपके जितना ही अधिकारी है.
As the Modi government rolled out the Citizenship Amendment Act notification on Monday, jubilation filled the air among the Matua refugees of West Bengal. Celebrations erupted in West Bengal, Siliguri and other parts of the state as well. Escaping persecution in Bangladesh, the Matua community belongs to the Hindu scheduled caste, settled primarily in North and South 24 Parganas district of Bengal. Amidst joy, some migrants recounted horrors faced in Bangladesh.
आज वो उम्मीद में हम लोग खड़ा उतरेंगे, कभी हम लोग सोच भी नहीं सकते थे.
आपके आंख में आंसू आ रहे हैं.
ये खुशी का आंसू है. आज के जो मुख्यमंत्री इतना झूठ बोल रही है कि सबको सब कुछ दे चुकी है, उन्होंने कुछ नहीं दिया. आज जानते हैं मैं पश्चिम बंगाल में एक वोट भी नहीं डाल पाया.
आप वोट नहीं डाल पाए
क्योंकि मेरा वोटर लिस्ट से नाम काट देता है बार बार.
ছোট ছোট ভাইপো ভাইজি ছিল, তাদের নিয়ে যখন যাই তখন আমাদের ওই রাইফেল দিয়ে যখন গুলিগুলো দেয় আমাদের কানের কাছে যায়, সেই দৃশ্যের কথা আমরা কোনোদিনও ভুলতে পারবো না. কানের কাছে যাচ্ছে আমার দাদারা মারা, কে কোথায় আছে জানি না. আমার নিজের ভাই, তাকে আমার বাবার সামনে গুলি করে মেরে ফেলা হয়.
In the current electoral landscape of West Bengal, the Matua community holds significant political influence. With a population of around 30 lakh, they represent the second largest scheduled caste population in the state and are capable of impacting at least 5 Lok Sabha seats. This has made them a prime target for political parties like the BJP, Trinamool and the Left Front.
अभी घबरा गए हैं, ममता बनर्जी ने घबरा गए हैं. सुनिए कि सीए होने के बाद पूरे उद्बास्तु समाज जो इधर है, कम से कम 1.5 से 2 करोड़ के आसपास, वो लोगों का वोट भारतीय जनता पार्टी में जाने वाला है. आप कौन होते हैं लागू होने देने या नहीं देने के लिए? ये तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का इशू है, राज्य सरकार का थोड़ी इशू है. मुख्यमंत्री हो तो क्या हुआ, प्रधानमंत्री हो गए.
নীতি যদি স্বচ্ছ হতো তাহলে মতুয়াদের আধার কার্ড কাটতে গিয়েছিলেন কেন? আর ফর্মের এক জায়গায় বলা হয়েছে বাবার বার্থ সার্টিফিকেটও নিয়ে আসতে হবে. কি সবার বাবার বার্থ সার্টিফিকেট আছে তো? সুতরাং আমি মনে করি এটা টোটাল ভাওতা.
While for those who've long struggled without a country to call their own, the CAA represents a beacon of hope. It will lead to political wrangling within the state of West Bengal ahead of the Lok Sabha election.
Today, after many years, for some maybe 50 years, for some maybe 75 years, they have received what they had been asking for all these years. That is a document which classifies them as an Indian national, as a citizen of India. With camera person Tapas Berry, this is Suryagni Roy for India Today, Thakurnagar, North Chobis Pargana.
All right, with that, I'm wrapping up this edition of 6 p.m. Prime. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'm leaving you, however, with highlights of the Prime Minister's visit to Pokhran, where he witnessed the Tri-Services live fire and maneuver exercise in Pokhran.
आज भारत डिफेंस सेक्टर में भी एक बड़ा निर्यातक बनता जा रहा है. जिन हथियारों का वो इस्तेमाल कर रही है वो उनके अपने हैं, वो कभी भी कम नहीं पड़ेंगे। तो सेनाओं की ऊर्जा
You are watching India Today.
मैं नायक सिंह ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित
a Lok Sabha MP from Kurukshetra and BJP's big OBC face in Haryana. BJP's State Unit President Nayab Singh Saini takes charge as the new Chief Minister after Manohar Lal Khattar resigned from the post earlier on Tuesday. Saini had been associated with the BJP's Haryana unit since 1996 and worked closely with the leadership in strengthening the organization. His first major post in the BJP was as the District General Secretary of the Youth Wing in Ambala in 2002. 3 years later, he was made the District President of BJP's Ambala Yuva Morcha in 2005. In 2012, Nayab Saini was promoted and was made the District President of Ambala. He was appointed as Haryana BJP Chief in October 2023. Nayab Singh Saini became part of the Manohar Lal Khattar cabinet in 2016. He made his electoral debut in 2010 from the Narayangarh constituency but was defeated. In 2014, he won from Narayangarh in the Haryana Assembly polls. In 2019, Nayab Saini took the Lok Sabha plunge and emerged victorious by defeating Congress's Nirmal Singh from the Kurukshetra constituency by a margin of over 3.83 lakh votes. Saini belongs to the influential Saini caste in Haryana, which has a sizable presence in Kurukshetra, Yamunanagar, Ambala, Hisar and Rewari districts. Sainis constitute around 8% of the total population in Haryana. Bureau Report, India Today.
ये आयोजन इसी संकल्प का हिस्सा है। आज मेक इन इंडिया की सफलता हमारे सामने है। हमारी तोपों, टैंकों, लड़ाकू जहाजों, हेलीकॉप्टर, मिसाइल सिस्टम, ये जो गर्जना आप देख रहे हैं, यही तो भारत शक्ति है। हथियार और गोला बारूद, संचार उपकरण, साइबर और स्पेस तक हम मेड इन इंडिया की उड़ान अनुभव कर रहे हैं। यही तो भारत शक्ति है। हमारे पायलट्स आज भारत में बने तेजस लड़ाकू विमान, एडवांस लाइट हेलीकॉप्टर, लाइट कॉम्बैट हेलीकॉप्टर उड़ा रहे हैं। यही तो भारत शक्ति है। हमारे सेलर्स पूरी तरह से भारत में बनी पनडुब्बियां, डिस्ट्रॉयर्स और एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर में लहरों के पार जा रहे हैं। यही तो भारत शक्ति है। हमारी थल सेना के जवान भारत में बने आधुनिक अर्जुन टैंक्स और तोपों से देश की सीमाओं की सुरक्षा कर रहे हैं। यही तो भारत की शक्ति है। साथियों, बीते 10 वर्षों में हमने देश को रक्षा क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए एक के बाद एक बड़े कदम उठाए हैं।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
मुझे बड़े दुख के साथ कहना पड़ता है कि इस देश में अभी संविधान को संपूर्णता बीजेपी के ओर से स्वीकार किया नहीं गया और वो बार बार आरएसएस, बीजेपी एक तरफ, प्रधानमंत्री भी एक तरफ ये बात करते हैं कि संविधान कभी नहीं बदलेगा, दूसरी तरफ वो ये कहते हैं, उनके लोगों से कहलाते हैं कि संविधान बदलने के लिए 2/3 मेजॉरिटी होना चाहिए, इसीलिए आप 2/3 मेजॉरिटी दो, हम संविधान बदलेंगे। ये कोई मामूली आदमी नहीं बोला, क्योंकि वो लोग हमेशा सोशल जस्टिस के खिलाफ है और संविधान में जो सेक्युलरिज्म शब्द आया है उसके खिलाफ है और खास करके बीजेपी और आरएसएस प्रमुख नेता जो हमारे क्या नाम मोहन भागवत जी ये तो रिजर्वेशन के खिलाफ है। वो हमेशा यही बात करते हैं, कभी मेरिट की बात करते हैं, कभी संविधान बदलने की बात करते हैं, कभी रिजर्वेशन निकालने की बात करते हैं।
The party has taken cognizance of the statement made by Mr. Hegde and has also asked for a clarification from him. It must be reiterated that every step that is taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party, every decision that is taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party is always in the interest of our country and in consonance with the spirit of the Constitution of India.
12 दिसंबर 1949 में बाबा साहब का पुतला जलाया था और संविधान की प्रति भी जलाई थी और देशवासियों से मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि अगर इस बार चूक गए, खासतौर से धर्मनिरपेक्ष, गरीब, दलित, पिछड़े, आदिवासी, तो समझ लो कि ये वार्निंग है। अनंत कुमार हेगड़े पहले मंत्री थे, वो एमपी हैं, उन्होंने कह दिया है कि 400 से ज़्यादा सीट इसलिए चाहिए कि वो संविधान बदलना चाहते।
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Co-presented by आपका जॉय भारत का जॉय जॉय ई-बाइक. Co-presented by Green Lam Laminates कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा. Powered by MP Birla Cement Perfect Plus Concrete Special. Co-powered by Parul University Vadodara Gujarat.
Good evening, you're watching Mission 2024. Top story, the big Haryana upheaval. Well, a new chief minister was sworn in and an old alliance was showed out. All of that coming up along with the second list of the Congress for 2024 elections right here. Let me take you through the headlines first. Congress releases its second Lok Sabha list. Kamal Nath and Ashok Gehlot's sons to fight from Chhindwara and Jalore respectively. Gaurav Gogoi from Jorhat. Sachin Pilot will not be fighting polls but concentrating on 4 seats. Nayab Saini takes charge as the new Haryana Chief Minister. 5 mantris also take oath. 4 JJP MLAs attend ceremony. BJP government stays safe even without JJP numbers. Home Minister Amit Shah hits out at opposition over CAA, accuses the opposition of blocking the legislation for appeasement. Mamata Banerjee calls CAA divisive. India booms at the Bharat Shakti exercise in Pokhran. Prime Minister Modi watches live war drill at India's nuclear site. Big Atmanirbhar moment. First ever Tejas crash. Indian Air Force light combat aircraft crashes near Jaisalmer during an operational training sortie. While the pilot ejected safely, a court of inquiry has been ordered. The big news break coming in. The State Bank of India has submitted the electoral donor details to the Election Commission. The SBI finally complies with the Supreme Court order. EC to publish SBI data on March 15th by 5 p.m. Sources tell us SBI submits raw data to the EC as mandated by the top court of the country. I want to bring in my colleague Nalini, who's joining us now. Nalini, will you get us up to speed with the latest?
Well, Preeti, this information is coming in from our colleague Sanjay Sharma, who confirms that through the Election Commission sources, all the data regarding the electoral bonds has been submitted by the State Bank of India to the Election Commission. But a few important riders. Number one, the data is in completely raw format, so which is why it's going to take the Election Commission a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge to ensure that it's published by the deadline of the 15th of March that has been set by the Supreme Court. Along with that, what Sanjay Sharma also tells us that highly placed sources within the Election Commission have confirmed that the Election Commission is in the process of putting out the pre-2019 data, as was asked by the Supreme Court yesterday on its website. But it's being done in a phased manner, and it's expected to be up on the website simultaneously along with this new data on electoral bonds that has been submitted by the SBI. SBI has managed to meet the deadline, which means that the Supreme Court will not be going ahead with the contempt proceedings against them, for which they had been categorically warned by the Chief Justice of India yesterday. But at the same time, now what remains to be seen is whether or not the Election Commission of India will be able to meet the 15th March deadline and publish all of this data on its website by 5 p.m. on the 15th of March or not.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Nalini, with the latest coming in there. We're going to keep a close eye on all developments for us. 15th March, 5 p.m. is when the Election Commission of India needs to publish that list. But let's move on to the other developing story that is breaking. Congress has released the second list of candidates for the Lok Sabha polls. Now, the party released its second list of 43 candidates. It's already given out the names of 39 for Lok Sabha elections. In midst of suspense looming over the party's pick for Amethi, which will not happen right now because the CEC did not discuss Uttar Pradesh yesterday. The states that were discussed, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, the second list has seen a few congressmen and their sons taking over where the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. Gaurav Gogoi, the son of Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, will be contesting from Jorhat. Gaurav Gogoi, very vocal where Parliament is concerned. Kamal Nath's son, Nakul Nath, who's a sitting MP from Chhindwara, will fight from Chhindwara again. Vaibhav Gehlot will also try his luck the second time around. The last time he had contested from Jodhpur. He will now be contesting from Rajasthan's Jalore. Ashok Gehlot will not fight Lok Sabha elections. Sachin Pilot has also dropped out of the 2024 race, will not be contesting from Rajasthan, but will focus, like he told the CEC, on 4 seats, which is in his area of influence, which is the Tonk Ajmer region.
Assam Dihu Joyram Engling. Assam Karimganj Hafiz Rashid Ahmad Chowdhury. Assam Silchar Surjaya Khan Sarkar. Assam Nagaland Pratyut Bardoli. Assam Kazringa Srimadi Rosalina Turki. Assam Jorhat Gaurav Gogoi. Then Rajasthan Bikaner Govindram Meghwal. Jodhpur Rajasthan Karan Singh Uchiada. Rajasthan Jalore Vaibhav Gehlot. Rajasthan Udaipur Tarachand Meena. Rajasthan Chittorgarh Udayalal Anchana. Madhya Pradesh Mandla SP Omkar Singh Markham. Madhya Pradesh Chhindwara Nagul Nath. Madhya Pradesh Devas Rajendra Malavya. Madhya Pradesh Dar Radheshyam Mawal.
क्योंकि ये लिस्ट फाइनल हो चुकी है तो हम अपनी जो लक्ष्य है, हमारा जो मकसद है वो तय हो चुका है और फिर कुछ ही दिनों के बाद हम अपनी रणनीति तैयार करेंगे।
सर, कल गवर्नमेंट ने इम्प्लीमेंट किया है CAA को, आप कैसे देखते हैं? क्योंकि असम में उसका प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है, आप कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, मुझे लगता है